What's happening, everybody? I'm Jonathan, as you know, and today on the Jonathan Show, we will be talking about what it's like to be in isolation. So you see, this is one of my cats. His name is Hummus. Hello. He's loving this. He loves the camera. Can't you tell? Oh, okay, this is like considered animal abuse, so I'll stop that. Now he's coming back. No, he doesn't know. He wants to come back. He's coming back, guys. He's coming back for a pet. Okay. All right. So there's a few things happening in the news. One is that there is apparently a bunch of people in Florida that are during their spring break continuing to party.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, I've been waiting. We've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
And there's apparently, a few thousand confirmed corona cases, mostly in a spike of 20-year-olds. So good job, guys. You are definitely ruining it for the rest of us who are doing our best not to spread the virus.
If I get corona, I get corona.
Way to help balancing that curve, flattening that curve. Way to be team players, guys. Way to be team players. So aside from that, Donald Trump has talked about a stimulus package. We are now in an economic recession, and there is a potential in the next couple months to end up in a depression. And what does a depression mean? Well, it basically means all of our money means nothing. And the stock markets would perhaps collapse. So I don't think it's going to get that far, but it might. It's kind of exciting, I think. It's kind of horrible for people that really need the money and don't know how they're going to survive. But these are exciting times because with change, it also means that good things can come out of it as well. Even though a lot of people are in social isolation, there's a lot of things that are happening. Communities are springing up to help each other. Like, for example, in my neighborhood, there are people here that are literally doing their best in order to support each other. There's a Facebook group with hundreds of people on it. And here just in Verdun, and there's many different neighborhoods around Montreal that have their own Facebook groups for people that are helping each other. Like helping to get groceries, giving advice, all that stuff. And this is like a real testament to how valuable social media actually can be. So that's basically the positive, I guess, that I could see right now. But of course, there's going to be a bit of a paradigm shift afterwards. I think people are going to take contagious diseases a little more seriously. Donald Trump is finally saying that he's known all along that it was a serious issue. Yeah, like, we don't remember what you said 3 weeks ago, guy. Come on. But you know, the issue is that all of his supporters, it's like they have short-term memory loss. Probably because they're all over the age of 65. Ooh. But seriously, a lot of people think that still support him. They'll support him no matter what. There was even a survey, I remember they asked on CNN like several months ago, would you support Donald Trump if he shot and killed someone?
And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
And there was like, 50-something% of his supporters said, yeah, for sure, I'd still support him. Okay, so, you know, that's an interesting thing that says about his supporters. I'm not going to verify that because that's totally anecdotal, and something I heard on CNN, which, you know, I mean, generally they're pretty factual, but I don't know where they got that data from. But anyways, so a lot of my friends are losing money, and some of them have lost their jobs. And I'm very fortunate right now because I'm still being supported because of the fact that I had insurance. But that's going to end in a few months anyway. And but it's pretty dark for some people that I know. And I hope that things look up and look better for people in the near future. Because honestly, we don't want things to continuously get worse in that respect. And one of the things that's happening that I'm seeing in the island of Montreal is that the arts are seriously suffering. So, for example, not only is it the case that theaters have virtually closed down, but also rehearsals have taken a step back, productions have taken a step back, funding for artists has been cut in some ways, potentially, or something I heard. Maybe maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know much about that yet. But some jobs that I know for some artists have not necessarily gone so well. And it's times like these when we need art more than ever, because art is a way for us to connect to our humanity, and especially in isolation, that's a pretty important thing, isn't it? So we got to do our best to stay strong in these times. And so I didn't show you my other cat. I have two cats. I'll go get the other one. Ha-ha! This is Hummus's brother, PETA. Yes, they're both together named Hummus and PETA. Say hi, PETA. Okay. That's that. So now you know my cats. And that was an important step. Something I am concerned about, though, as a gamer, I am actually concerned about Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out. Because I think that because all of us have been waiting so long for this game, the idea of downloading it. No. I don't know what to do. I hypothesize there is going to be a big effing lineup outside of every game store across the world when this game comes out. Apparently, it's backlogged on Amazon, and it's going to be a little bit slowed down and delayed in certain countries. Thank God they're still releasing it, though, because in times like these, when everybody has to stay home and some people are not working, a game like Final Fantasy VII Remake is a game that we definitely need, because it's not only one of the best games ever made, the original, for the reason being that it was one of the first cutting-edge, narrative-driven story games that had an amazing soundtrack that the world had ever seen, but it was also because even today, although the graphics and the mechanics don't hold up, the soundtrack and the story still very much do. Like it's timeless. It's a masterpiece, and they have not just remastered it; they literally remade the thing. And for somebody like me who was very lonely and depressed at the age of 13, to have the opportunity to play a game like that, where I felt like I was saving the world and building all these relationships, because I didn't have many, that was something terribly fulfilling to me. And to my surprise, even people that don't play video games very often, when I shared the game to them and, they had relationships in their life, they still connected to the characters, which is a testament to how important this game really is. So, this game coming out is a major contribution to the history of RPGs and video games, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And anybody in the universe of video gaming industry know that this thing is a bomb waiting to happen. And I'm also going to say it's probably a coronavirus bomb waiting to happen, because a lot of people like myself feel like we want the copy in our hands, and so downloading it is pretty tough. And we're going to want to go to that store, and we probably are going to run into each other. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not saying I'm going to go. I'm going to do what I can to be responsible. I'm going to scope it out, all right? I'm going to maybe. You know what? I'm not going to say what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the responsible thing. If it feels like I'm going to possibly spread the virus by going, I might not. I don't know, okay? But I promise I will be responsible, okay? Because this is serious, and it's more important than a video game, the spread of this virus, obviously. It's going to be in about 2.5, 3 weeks anyway. But That's an important thing that's happening. And so that is a short update about where we are with you know, perspective of myself living in Verdun, and with where we are in terms of the virus. And I think that moving forward into the future, we're going to see more hard times, but as long as we have each other, we might get out of this okay. Especially if we have Final Fantasy VII Remake in our hands. Maybe I'll download it. I don't know. Bye!